bumper of Cole Custer. It just continues to get worse and worse as they come down through this straightaway. Starts there, starts dancing around across the front bumper. Some more here, gets crossed up. Rest is history. There it goes. Now watch the 60 car, Preece. Bam!
Yeah, you saw the...
Gets up on the... That's wild. I've never seen a car do that. That shows how fast they go.
And they pile up behind him. This is from Erik Jones. Oh. Whoa.
You think these guys aren't tough?
A devastating crash for Ryan Preece. An incredible camera work by our Fox crew.
I'm so glad to see that window net down and him be able to get out of that thing. Whew, that's scary.
It's unbelievable what it looks like when these cars get caught by the air like that. And I'm with you, Clint. I've never seen one take off like with a wheelie like that. But they just flip around like they don't weigh 3,600 pounds.
Well, nothing weighs that much at 186 mile an hour.
Saw the airbox just blow away. The right front tucked up underneath the A-post there.
Car did its job, though.
And he walked away.
So many safety enhancements in these race cars.
So that will likely send us to overtime. It happens on lap 196.
Who's left?
Unbelievable.
We saw the side of that car face the wind, and the roof flaps had not yet come up, and that creates that pressure differential between air over the car and under the car that sends it tumbling.
Well, just like we said, though, I've never seen a car wheelie like that. The roof flaps won't work.
Yep.
Whew. I've been there. That's a bad feeling. See how quiet they got?
Ah, you see him tuck his head right there.
Looking back at Cole Custer and Christopher Bell.
Yeah, and that Bell car just, it was just not capable of being pushed. And I'd say that that's a lot of the reason that we hadn't seen him up there all night, because that car isn't accepting push as well. But at this point in the race, you have to just put yourself in a position to throw it all out there and hope that this doesn't happen.
Well, and that's exactly what he did. That's why these guys are where they are in the sport and in their life. See, they do not give up, and they go for it.
Preece got all that air under the nose, and you're right, it looked like it was going to just take off straight ahead. And I think he would have settled down had the car not turned and been side to the wind. And that's what sent it tumbling.
Those shots when that car lands right there, I know we're in slow motion right now, but the impact that goes through your back and spine and neck, and especially when you can't see what direction the next hit is coming from to brace yourself. Right as the camera went out, we saw him start to duck his head and just, hold on to the steering wheel to brace yourself. That's what I would do. You see a lot of guys just let go of the steering wheel and things now. I always held on to that steering wheel until it yanked it out of my hands.
I agree. There is no worse feeling in the world than that.
10 cars in all involved. Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski.
It couldn't get off the front end of Erik Jones's car, too. And I mean, I can't help but to think that wind off of that car or something kind of kept it wheeling, so to speak, and up in the air a little bit. You can see how that Erik Jones's car had the underbody tore up underneath the driver's door.
Oh, now the roof flap deploys.
What's going backwards?
Yep.
Yeah, it was kind of, the right one was up a little bit when it took off, but I think, like Clint said, the whole thing's confused when it took off in a wheelie.
Watch his wheels starting to, he'll drive this thing in a minute.
I like his strategy. Hold on to the wheel.
With your thumbs out of the spokes.
Yeah, and every time you get hit like that, it's like a full impact whiplash. And a lot of times, in this car, it happens so fast that you hit the extensions on the Hans bottoms out. You go backwards, slap your head against the back of the seat, and it happens so quick inside the car that you can't control your head. See the back of that car up into the wall. I'm glad it flipped over the right direction to hit the wall with the back, at least not be upside down. See the airbox floating in the air right there. Unbelievable shots, Mike.
Amazing camera work, but
that's the best
one. What Ryan Preece has been through, you would excuse him if he would decide never to come back to Daytona, but